Welcome, my foodie friends of the interwebs. Hey, I don't do reviews to bag on anybody. I would rather the food that I get be good. That's the truth. I don't take any pleasure in having horrible service or horrible food or any of that. So when I did my one and only so far, Jimmy John's review, look, the bun was chewy, and it paled in comparison to Jersey Mike's. It did. I mean, I shouldn't have to apologize, but I will tell you, I will concede this. Jimmy John's has an army of followers. They have an army of followers. So now this way, I want to do something. I'm giving Jimmy John's a chance to redeem themselves. So I paid $8.69 for and I love the name of this, number 17, the Ultimate Porker UNWICH. The ultimate Porker. That just spoke to me. All right, now here's the thing. This is a Jimmy John's sandwich that's going to have to stand on its own. Why? Because there's no bread involved in this. There is no bread. It's all wrapped in lettuce. That's the UNWICH. See? It's a big piece of lettuce. They throw the porker on there. Sounds to me like there's some ham and whatnot, but let's go ahead and give it a shot. Hey, look, this is Jimmy John's chance to redeem themselves. I'm not apologizing for what I said about their sandwiches before, but I do respect the fact that they have mad fans, and they got to be doing something right. Okay, well, hang on one second. I just want to make sure that I understand how to eat this thing. I'm not entirely positive that I do. I just don't want it to end up all over the place. I want it to end up in my gut. Okay. I don't hold this against Jimmy John's. I mean, gotta start somewhere. All right. Okie dokie. Here we go. Going in for a chomp. Okay. Like a handheld salad that has the meats put to it. Okay, hang on. Get this down a little bit longer. This is a new experience for me. Although, hang on one second. I'm trying to get away from me. Just can't get away from me. All right. Yeah. This is all right. This is all right. So all I'm going to say at this point, I got more chomps to do. Okay. All right. One more chomp. I'll give you I think a reasonable estimate as to what we got here, what we're dealing with. Okay. Now, I am not saying that this is a healthy sandwich. But I'm not saying it's a healthy sandwich. Here's the thing. If you're looking to lower your carbs and you just really want something that's got this packed full of flavor, and you're not going to feel guilty about destroying your carb count, I recommend the hell out of this. And this is actually, I liked it so much better than their bread. And not even by just a little bit. That's really good. Now, we all love bread. But let's be honest. For most of us, Bread don't love us. Man, I gotta be honest with you, Jimmy John's. We were talking about serious redemption here. I had written them off. And so many people were coming at me. Oh, Jimmy John's is the greatest sandwich shop ever! You're just a bastard. Oh, okay. No. Okay. I'm going to argue the finer points of the names I was called because a lot of them may be true. But I just said it the way it was. And this has meats. It's got lots of different flavors. It's got a mayonnaise and a Dijon mustard. Tomatoes. Obviously lettuce. Cheeses. It's a good sandwich. The ultimate porker, I think it's called. It's a good sandwich. You know, the carbs, when you have the bread, you don't really notice it. Well, if you're like me, you don't really notice it, but when your carbs spike, it gets a little crazy. You can, it can ruin your whole day. You can become an asshole. I mean, there's tons of stuff. Okay. Now, obviously, cold cuts are not healthy in the classical sense. But if you're a diabetic, if you're somebody that's carb counting, I don't know the stats on this. You can look them up. Jimmy John's website. The ultimate porker. Wrapped in lettuce. But this just sometimes when you eat, certain things feel healthier. Certain things just hit you right. It hits different. And that's what this does. It hits different. I actually feel good about eating this, and I know it's got cured meats, which, carcinogenic, anybody? Okay. It's not hard to eat. I was worried about that. It's not hard to eat. It's not flying all over the place. The lettuce holds the meats pretty good. I mean, I'm not sure if I took it out totally out of the wrapper how it would go, but as is pretty good. Well, you know what? It's a substantial sandwich too, in that it will fill you up. Don't think that it won't because it doesn't have 5 million carbs from bread. Yeah. It's like eating a salad, meat salad, kind of, I guess. I don't know. It's fun. As crazy as it sounds, I actually feel good about eating this. I feel like, yeah. Now I know that Jersey Mike's will allow will have the wraps and they will do the bowls and all that stuff, just like Jimmy John's. But I don't want this to become a Jimmy John's versus Jersey Mike's. I just don't. I don't want that. Jersey Mike's definitely has their fans, and they definitely, in my opinion, have the better of the subs, the bread at least. Jimmy John's has got crazy fans, probably more than Jersey Mike, to be honest with you. And that may have to do with all kinds of things, but it's more reasonably priced than Jersey Mike's. But I don't know, maybe down the road, if you all want me to kind of like do side-by-side comparisons between the two, we won't include Subway because let's be honest. Why would we? The Subway. How is that place still in business? And how does it have more shops than Jimmy John's or Jersey Mike's? Unbelievable. Somebody said that to me one time. Well, you know, Subway is the #1 sub shop in America. They must have been given franchises away at one point. I don't know. But there is no comparison. Jimmy John's and or Jersey Mike's on any given day will kick the snot out of Subway. Just my opinion. Just one man's opinion. Jimmy John's! You didn't let me down on this one, brother. You really didn't. Thank you. Peace!